There'll come a moment in your life, a quiet, almost invisible one, where the world around you is still and the air feels thin, but inside your chest, something starts to burn. A low ember at first, then a flickering flame, a persistent warmth, a fire that feels both foreign and deeply familiar. You won't know what it is at first. It's not a thought you can easily articulate. It's not a checklist you can tick off. It won't come with instructions. There's no user manual for this awakening. No applause, no green light from an authority figure, no mentor handing you a plan, no permission from the world. Just a whisper in your gut that says, you were made for more. A soft, insistent hum that vibrates through your bones. A truth that settles deep, undeniable. From that moment, you're ruined for average, completely, irrevocably. The comfortable, the familiar, the mundane, it all starts to feel like a cage. A beautifully decorated cage, perhaps, but a cage nonetheless. And you'll feel the bars pressing in. You'll try to keep doing the normal things, the things society expects. Go to work, smile on cue, pretend everything's fine, pretend you're content, pretend you don't feel this ache inside. But inside, you'll feel it, that persistent itch you can't ignore. It's under your skin, a restless energy, the sense that you're living someone else's life, wearing a costume that no longer fits, and the script feels hollow. You'll sit in rooms filled with small talk and fake laughs, the meaningless chatter buzzing around you, and it'll feel like you're suffocating, the air thick with unspoken compromise. Every breath feels heavy, every moment feels wasted, not because you think you're better. No, that's not it. It's not arrogance, but because your soul knows something's missing, something vital, something essential to your very being, a piece of you yearning to break free, to find its true north, to finally breathe, to finally come alive. And that's when the world starts fighting back. It's almost imperceptible at first, a subtle shift, an invisible wall rising. They'll tell you to calm down, to quiet that burning, to play it safe, to stick to what you know, to be realistic, a phrase often spoken by those who stopped dreaming long ago, a warning veiled as wisdom, to stop being so dramatic, as if passion is a flaw. They'll smile while gently stuffing your dreams in a box, making it seem like they're doing you a favor, taping it shut with their fear, their own unfulfilled desires, their anxieties about change, and then calling it advice, a barbed gift, wrapped in concern. And the worst part? Sometimes you'll believe them. You'll hear their voices echo in your own mind, louder than your own. You'll start to internalize their limitations, their smallness. You'll think maybe they're right. Maybe this feeling is just a phase. Maybe you were reaching too far. Perhaps that whisper was a trick of the light. Maybe you're not ready. Maybe you are just too much, too loud, too ambitious, too different, too inconvenient for their comfort. But here's the truth. Dreaming big is lonely. It's an isolating pursuit. There are no crowds cheering you on at this stage. Only the silence of your own conviction. It's standing at the edge of a cliff, the wind whipping around you, the ground dropping away beneath your feet, knowing everyone behind you is staying put, comfortably, safely, on solid ground, and still stepping forward anyway. Taking that terrifying leap into the unknown, hoping your wings unfurl, praying your feet find new ground, trusting the universe will catch you, or that you'll learn to fly on the way down. You know who else stood on that edge? Howard Schultz, the guy who built Starbucks, a name synonymous with a global ritual. He didn't grow up with money. He wasn't born into privilege. He grew up in a Brooklyn housing project, poor, struggling, living day to day, paycheck to paycheck. No safety net, no health insurance, a stark reality that shaped his world. One day, his father, a hardworking blue-collar man, slipped on the job and broke his ankle. A simple accident, a devastating consequence. That injury wrecked everything. His dad couldn't work. Their fragile income disappeared. They lost everything. Howard watched his parents cry at the kitchen table, helpless, desperate. The injustice burned. And right there, in that moment of raw pain, something ignited. A spark that would become an inferno. A quiet vow whispered in his young heart. He said, with a conviction that would define his life, "If I ever get the chance to build something, I'm going to build it different. It's going to care about people." It wasn't just about coffee. It was about dignity. People laughed in his face. They dismissed his vision. No one believed in $4 coffee. They called it stupid, unrealistic. Who would pay that much to sit in a fancy coffee shop? They scoffed at the third place. Now, 30,000 plus stores worldwide. A staggering testament. Millions of jobs created, families supported, dreams realized. A culture shift. A daily ritual for millions. All because one kid, who felt the sting of injustice, saw something others didn't. A need, a possibility. And refused to shrink. Refused to be constrained by limited thinking. Refused to let external doubt extinguish his internal fire. They called him crazy, until he won. Until his dream became so undeniably real, so interwoven with daily life, that their skepticism simply melted away. And that's the game, isn't it? The unspoken truth of every significant leap. Every person who ever changed anything, who pushed boundaries, who shattered norms, who dared to innovate, who redefined what was possible, started with a dream so big, it made people uncomfortable. It disrupted the status quo. But what they don't tell you is this. You don't just get the dream. You don't just get the glory. You don't just get the applause. You get the weight, the crushing, sometimes unbearable weight of it all. You get the 2 a.m. anxiety, when the world is asleep, but your mind is racing. When every doubt you've ever had screams in your ear. The self-doubt that creeps in, whispering that you're not good enough. The profound silence of your solitary struggle. No one truly understands the depth of your battle. The betrayal from those you thought would stand by you. The friends who drift away. The family who questions your choices. The "you've changed" text messages that sting. The breakdowns behind closed doors. When you feel utterly, completely alone. You'll smile in public, projecting an image of strength, and scream in private. Into a pillow. Into the empty night. Releasing the pressure building inside. You'll wonder if any of it's worth it. If the relentless struggle is truly justified. If the price is too high. If maybe you should just go back to the safe zone. Back to the predictable. Back to where the whispers stopped. But something in you won't let you quit. It's deeper than logic. Stronger than fear. More stubborn than any obstacle. Because once you've seen even a glimpse of what you could become, you can't unsee it. That vision is now indelibly etched in your mind. You can't unknow your potential. It's like an internal compass, forever pointing true north. You can't unfeel your calling. It vibrates within you, a constant, undeniable hum. And that calling? It doesn't care if you're tired. It doesn't care if you're scared. It won't shut up. It's relentless. It's persistent. It will whisper in your ear when everything feels like it's falling apart. Keep going. We're not done. This is just part of the story. If any of this is making your chest tighten, if you feel that spark igniting within you, if something in you is saying, yeah, that's me, hit subscribe. This channel isn't for the average. It's for people like you. People who know they were meant for more, but just need a voice reminding them not to quit. Join this community of courageous dreamers. Let's keep going. You don't have to have it all figured out. That's the biggest lie we tell ourselves. You just need one reason to start. And one reason to keep going when everyone else tells you to stop. When the world screams for you to conform. Because they won't see what you see. They won't feel what you feel. They won't understand until you make it real. Until your vision manifests. And when you do, when the impossible becomes undeniable, those same people will suddenly say, I always knew you had it in you. A convenient revision of history. Yeah, right. They'll conveniently forget the silence, the lonely nights. They'll forget the doubt they sowed. They'll forget how quick they were to tell you it wouldn't work. How they laughed. Let them. Let them claim what they wish. Because this isn't about them. It never was. It's not about external validation. It's about internal liberation. It's about answering your soul's call. This is about the younger version of you, who dreamed without limits, before the world chipped away at their innocence. This is about the future you, who wakes up in a life that actually feels like yours, authentic, free, aligned with your deepest truth. So dare. Dare to move when everyone else stays still. Dare to speak when everyone else stays silent. Dare to start when everyone else waits for permission. Dare to be misunderstood. Dare to walk away from the job, the people, the patterns that keep you small, that stifle your spirit. Dare to bet on yourself, even when no one else will, even when your own mind whispers doubts. Because you are your greatest asset. And when they laugh, when they roll their eyes, when they call you crazy, good. let them. That's how every legendary story begins. Not with applause, not with immediate understanding, but with a decision. I will not live small. A declaration of independence. You are not broken. You might feel fractured, but you are not broken beyond repair. You're not lost. You're simply navigating new terrain. You're not behind. There is no universal timeline. You're waking up to your own power, to your own truth, to the vastness of your capabilities. You're shedding everything that was never meant to stay. Old beliefs, limiting stories, external expectations. And yes, it's messy. Yes, it hurts. But pain is the price of growth, and discomfort is the cost of freedom. You will be doubted. You will be tested. You will be tired. But you will not be stopped. Not by the critics, not by the failures, not by your own fear. Because deep down, you know what you're made of. You've tasted survival. You've pushed through moments you thought would shatter you. You've stared rock bottom in the face and lived to talk about it. You've found resilience you didn't know you possessed. You've held yourself together on nights you thought would break you. And yet, you kept going. So yeah, you're ready. More ready than you think. More prepared than you could ever imagine. Every challenge, every setback, every tear, it all built you for this moment. You don't need another sign. This is it. This feeling, this whisper, this unrelenting urge. Take the step, send the email, start the project, make the phone call, walk away from what no longer serves you. Move the hell on. Stop waiting for perfect. It doesn't exist. What exists is now, this very moment. And you can waste it, or you can own it. Make it yours. Make it real. If this message hit you, if you felt something wake up inside you, if it ignited a spark you thought was extinguished, hit that subscribe button. This isn't a one-time video. It's a movement, a shared journey, a place for the misunderstood, for the ones who refuse to shrink, for the ones who dare to dream beyond the visible. Join us. Become part of a community that champions courage over comfort. Start small. Even a single step is progress. But start. Don't wait for grand gestures. Even if your voice shakes, let it tremble with truth. Even if your hands tremble, let them shake with anticipation. Even if no one claps, your inner knowing is applause enough. Because this is your story, and no one else gets to write it. You are the author, the hero of your own epic. They'll call you crazy, they'll call you stubborn, they'll say, "Who do you think you are?" You know what to tell them? With a quiet, confident smile. With the undeniable proof of your presence. I'm the one who did it anyway.